so you can do quick attack, which is make you able to at least run away, except if they are using guns.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
Hello and welcome in Fights Club. In today's episode we have one of the most iconic and amazing fight scene. As you already know from the title, we have the corridor fight scene from the movie Oldboy. So without wasting any more time, let's begin and let's break it down. The corridor is one of the most iconic fight scene in the movies industry, as we all know. Why? Because of many reasons. First of all, it's one shot scene. From the beginning to the end, it's one shot. There is no cut, there is no editing, nothing at all. When we all know how hard it is to make one single shot for all the scene. Above all that, it's a fight scene, which is make it more harder because any wrong movement, any wrong kick or punch or even reaction, it means repeat all the scene again from the beginning. And also something else important is all that action is just in a small and tight area, crowded with many people, which is make it hard and hard and hard. How you can move, how you gonna maneuver. So all that together give us and make one of the most amazing and beautiful fight scene in the world. So let's begin our analysis. The first thing we saw is that there is a gangster against one guy, which is first impression he have no chance and they will kick him in few seconds. For our main character Daesu, he was using a hammer. He already had a knife, but he left it and preferred to have a hammer. Hammer is really dangerous and effective weapon. First, the size. The size, it's a small hammer, not a big one or heavy, because if it's big and heavy, okay, somebody can say, okay, big and heavy, that more effective power. Yes, effective power, but when you try to do first attack, it works. Second attack, it's hard because it will be heavy to lift it and do another attack, which is give your opponent a chance to attack you. Also, it's hard to maneuver it. But a small hammer, no, it's something else. Something you can use it as a knife and you can maneuver it with it easy. Also, you can do many attacks in same time, and the most important is each attack is very effective. Why? The hammer itself, it's dangerous weapon. Any hit from it, it can cause too much damage for your opponent, which is give you chance to do another attack or run or maneuver or anything else you want. So the choice of the hammer, it's really good and smart choice. Another thing is, before the physical fight starts, there was before another fight, which is psychological fight. Why? Daesu, the main character here, he was needing something, it's called advantage on the others. He's alone against many people, so he needs something important, which is self-confidence, and he had it. How? We can see that how he let the gangsters take their friends who was already bleeding to cure him. So for him that was something important, because he showed him that okay, just take your friends, I'm not afraid of you, I can give you chance to take care of him, and after that I will beat you. So but for the gangster he was like, okay, who's that guy who's confident enough to not get afraid from us? So that's very important. Another thing, it's something strategic, which is the position. As we already know, all the fight was in a corridor, a tight one and a small and long one. So the fact that the corridor it's tight give him another advantage, not so much, but small advantage, which is not all the gangsters gonna attack him in same time. No, they have to attack one by one or in the maximum two. So there is no he will not be attacked by many in same time, so he have to manage that in very smart way, and that's what happened. The fight began, and we can see that Daesu, he's the one who take advantage. That's normal, because if he wait, the others will gonna come closer to him and he have no more space to fight or maneuver. So he was starting his attack, and we can notice something important in his attack. He didn't waste time or energy. Each opponent, he gave him just one punch or kick or hit with the hammer, and he moved immediately to the second one. Why? Because of something important. He can't wait and keep fighting with just one and lift the others. Why? They're gonna kick him. Also, because the scene will not be realistic if you just fight with one and the other just like this, waiting, so like some old movies. No. So he was moving fast. Each opponent come to him, he just give him 1 or 2 hits with the hammer, and we know the hammer how dangerous it is, which is effective attack. So make them down and move to the other opponents, one by one, until it almost attacked the half of the gangsters. And here somebody gonna ask an important question. Okay, in real world, if there is many people, so it's easily they can beat one single person. Well, in somehow yes, but in somehow also no. Why? If you hesitate or you just wait and you didn't take advantage, yes, they will kick you if you are alone. But when there is one person surrounded by many people, in this case all those people, each one of them are waiting the other to attack. It's like me here waiting my friend to attack you. So that moment of hesitating, it's when you need to take action and you need to take advantage. Why? So you can do quick attack, which is make you able to at least run away, except if they are using guns. So yes, if you are very fast, you are not hesitating and you are taking advantage, you can in somehow manage to fight with many people, or at least to run away. So back to our scene. Here we can see that Daesu, he now is in the middle of the gangster. But let's analyze this point exactly. On the right, there is all people who already he engaged with them. He already do some damage to him. On the left, there is the rest of the gangsters, which is he didn't yet engage with them, and also they get no damage. So we can see that he's in the middle, but he's holding a so-called a hostage, and which is used as a human shield. But he all the time faces to the other group with who didn't get engaged yet. Why? Because he know that this group is the strongest one. Sorry. So he have to stay as much as he can away from them, and he can deal faster with the others who already had some damage and already afraid, if you can say, from his hammer. So that was a good strategy, at least so he can catch his breath and start again the fight. In this scene we can say that all the opponents surrounded Daesu and they start to take advantage in fight. Here Daesu changed his strategy of fighting, and he moved to another way, which is keep protecting himself as much as he can. Then time to time he can do a quick attack with his hammer and do some damage to some of them to keep them away a little bit, and that's very smart. He just hit quick and back again to his shield to shield and stay protecting himself, and that was a good strategy, at least to protect himself, do not waste energy, also to do quick damage as we already said. But in the end, all the gangster was able to stab him with a knife in his back. And here we can see also that he's still very smart in his fighting strategy. Instead of getting the stabbing in his back and try to fight, no, he tried to calm down and to pretend that he's in somehow die. And even he was successful in that, because all the other opponent was asking, is he dying, is he dying? So in the same time, he was first catching his breath, second trying to know how much damage he have. So after that, he was calm for a very long time to catch breath and prepare for the second attack, while the other gangsters was thinking or actually believing that okay, we kill him, he's dead. Suddenly he start to attack again and strike very fast. And he was successful in that, and we can say that he finally decided to lift his position and get out from that gangster they were surrounding him. So finally he was successful in getting out of them and make them all behind him. And here we can see that we start the fight like the beginning. all the opponent in front of him, and they have now to fight one by one, because as we already know in the beginning it's tight place, so they have to fight one by one. But here he have less advantage because he already lost his hammer, so he had to fight with his bare hand, and he is also smart in using his fence. Why? All the time, if you notice, he's still using the same strategy, quick attacks, one or two, then he moved to next opponent, but in the same time he was focusing all the time on the face. That's very important, because as we know, face is very a very big weak point, and it's important to attack it. So all the time, just sometimes he do one punch or kick, sometimes to the abs or the ribs, then immediately start quick attacks to the face. And when he feels tired and need to catch his breath, he all the time using one of the gangster as a shield. So that was a really important and smart strategy, and in the end that's what make him successful and make him beat all those people. And by beating them, here we come to the end of the scene. Of course, this is the scene of the elevator, but we have no fight, we just see them getting beaten. But we already say, as I said before, one of the most iconic and amazing fight scene. Personally, it's my favorite. I love it so much, and I will never get bored from keep watching it more and more. So what about you? What do you think about it? This fight scene, what's the points or things that I missed or I didn't pay attention on it? I would like to know your opinion. So what do you think? Let me know and comment below, and don't forget to thumbs up if you like the video, and if it's your first time here in the channel, don't forget to subscribe. That was all for today, and see you next time.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.